Okay, so I for sure hit the mouse with my knee and turned off my camera. Yeah. So as I was saying, just really quickly, I said to her, it's okay if there's something else that you want to tell me, you know? Like, when are you ever going to see me again? We're never going to have dinner together. Like, if there's anything you really want to get off your chest, now's the time. I bet you'd feel a lot better for it. You know what? She took the opportunity and did that, you know? And so the abduction story wasn't true, and it was something else, which we don't need to get into. But yeah. So um I think that was pretty much, I can't remember the rest of what I was going to say. Um Hey, Mr. Cheeks. I didn't even know you were there again, bud. Here he comes. Are you coming out, fella? Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, there's my fella. You want to say hi? There's watermelons on my pants, if you were wondering. They're pink with little, like, watermelon slices. I friggin' love them. Okay. What else? I was talking about my book. Oh, my hair. Check out, my hair is really long. My hair is just as long as my arm. And it hangs, well, when it's out of the braid, it hangs down to my knees. So there's that. It's kind of getting, like, embarrassingly long, though. So I have to keep it in a braid all the time, which is fine, because I don't plan on cutting it. But, right, so I talked about, pretty much everything, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to think, because then if I turn off the video, then I'll just have to restart it all over again. I remember. About people's perspective and being open slowly, right? Because it has occurred to me, okay? Like, yeah, I had an excellent experience with this, but I don't think that everybody will be affected in the same way. Because if you were to give me these, even, I mean, it was really at the right time. Because if you had given me these before, I would have been like, what the fucking Dungeons and Dragons is this? Because you know what? How much money do you want to bet that this guy has definitely played Risk or some type of game with dice? I guarantee you he has. But there's nothing wrong with that. But I wouldn't have been able to accept it. I wouldn't have. And I think that over the years, by looking for that being that I saw and looking for the craft and, trying to discover everything that I could, I gained all the pieces to this giant puzzle that when I saw the Terra Infinita map, oh god, I hope I didn't butcher that. Um, yeah, that it just had this huge impact on me. But I can't tell you that it's gonna have the same impact in the same way at the same time for you. You may hear about it now, and then sometime later it may make more sense for you, or you might start seeing things differently because it has changed your perspective. Um, One of the last things it says, a unique journey from which nothing will ever be the same again. He's not joking about that. It's crazy. Like, I had put this on one of my videos, can't remember which one. So when you're being sucked into outer space, literally it's the currents in the ocean that are sucking you through the opening in the ice wall to the outer space outside beyond the wall. That's wild. Like, and then what was it? I think on the Instagram, they had posted, because I don't have Instagram, but you can look it up, just the channel itself, and see what they post. You don't need to have an account. So I did. I looked at it and see what was there. It's not really all that great, but I don't have Instagram anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean, great for me. I don't mean to just be disrespectful. Um, but what was I saying? Oh, there was freedom and then free dome, and oh my goodness. I can't believe they messed with us like this. That's one of the things I was going to say. Like, I can't believe the amount of effort, but really, it's almost a game and a puzzle that you have to figure out. It kind of feels good at the end of it, like, oh, you know, like you've accomplished something, like you've crawled your way out of this shithole. I honestly really think we're supposed to be in this prison planet, to be honest with you. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but I know for sure why I'm an inmate. And I really always felt that these beings that have been around me are kind of like, you know, the inmate keepers, making sure that, you know, I do my thing, keep me in line and help me on a better path, you know, to reach higher levels of existence and all that. But I mean, you may disagree, but if this is a prison planet and we all are imprisoned here, well, why are you in prison then? I don't know. If you've never asked yourself that question, maybe you should. I definitely have, and I think I can acknowledge why and why I really needed all of this and why it was so incredible. And that's why I decided to start writing about all these things. Because sometimes it is really difficult for me to articulate myself and get stories out clearly. But yeah, I think this is the way. And, you know, like I said, this puzzle piece was thrown into my pool, and now other things, you know, start making sense, and I think that's wonderful. Um, I don't think I'm going to be making videos all that often, so I just want to get it all out when I can. Okay, come on, you. Well, I'll tell you about this one experience. See, I said this before, my dreams were changing, and they changed more and more over the years, but I mentioned that in one of my videos. I can't remember, I made a couple of them private because I just feel like that's not the focus and the direction. I think that after my book comes out, it'll be a little bit different and perceived differently, but I had to realize that I'm just not um, on the same path as everybody else, and we're all doing this at different times. But I think that if I put my puzzle piece into the mix, that we might be able to have some more momentum, and then things will, you know, like this did for me. So, because now at least I know where to go, right? Oh, right. It has occurred to me, okay? Because if you were to ask me to figure out a star map or whatever, yeah, I'm way too stupid to understand that. I'm not gonna, like, I look at that, I'm like, like, I don't get any of that. So I do understand that I just might be too dumb to understand it in that form. I get that. It could be that. But I'm telling you, when I saw this, and because it's like everything is a reflection, you know, and this map looks like a cell. That's the first thing I thought of, even before I read it or knew anything about it. When I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, that looks like a giant cell. Like the same thing with the nucleus and the mitochondria and all that, you know. And then they split and divide, and holy cow, that's probably how many worlds are out there, you know. Um, but the last thing I'm going to say about this, and then I'm going to go. Do you remember? Because I don't even want to go there. I just don't even think I want to deal with any of that, what I brought up before, because I still feel the same way. I don't dislike her, but I still have that same feeling. I didn't get this feeling with this guy. Whoever these people are, I didn't get that same feeling. Oh! And I hear a lot of people being like, well, where did the information come from? Where did they get it from? Well, they do talk about that in the Lands of Mars. 170. I can't believe that. Freedom. I want my freedom so fucking bad you have no idea. So I just fought as hard as I could for it. But yeah, so where did the information come from? It says, between the years 2016 and 2020, we have had contact with a person who began to provide us with information about supposed unknown and hidden lands so far to humanity. The contacts began following a strange link via internet, and then other events in different places made us realize it was not a joke after being able to share several encounters. Okay, I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm going to try to help and interpret it for you a little bit. Look, I don't know these guys at all, but there's certain things that have happened in my life that nobody would believe. That's why I don't talk about them. But I believe him. And it could have come in the form of a mysterious email, and they could have mentioned something that meant something to him. How the fuck would that person know that? You know, there's lots of stuff that have happened that I've heard of before. So, you know, my intuitive thing though is I don't get any kind of bad mistrusting. There's something wrong with this feeling. So if that helps at all, I don't even know if that really helped. Yeah, as we received more information, we could go contrasting with other people who confirmed that all this was a hidden truth. That's what when I saw this, because they always said that the truth is so ridiculous that nobody would believe it. And so when I saw that, and like I had already thought about the Truman Show before, and that's on their channel. You know what? I realized that I'm not as stupid as everybody else used to tell me I was all my life until I believed it. Yeah, I used to think I was dumb. I still kind of have a problem with that, clearly. Because I can see these things. Whoa, astral travel. People who reached high positions in politics and military gave their similar version that other continents were hidden from conventional maps. Yeah, I knew that before, but I didn't know it was like this. You know, like at one time, I think there's at the North Pole, I thought it was, where like that's where Hyperborea or whatever is, but apparently it's like in the middle of our little bubble, like a little, and that's where you get into Patala and all that, probably the underworld. There's probably lots of entrances to it. Oh, and you know what's wild? Wait, we shouldn't switch when we finish. Did I not finish? Just buy the book yourself. Um, so, like I was saying before, I did buy Robert Zephyr's books, but I didn't friggin' read them. I watched so many videos that I just didn't. Oh, actually, what I was talking about just a second ago is right here. Right here. So these extra land masses too. He talks about this in his book, okay? But yeah. This is did I oh right. In chapter 5, which see I've never read it. Like look how far it is into the book. And I just happened to be flipping through the book and I opened to chapter 5 and it says, in India, there is an ancient belief still held by many of a subterranean race of serpent people who dwelled in the cities of Patala and, oh, I'm not even going to attempt that one, Bhogavati. In Indian religions, Patala denotes the subterranean realms where lower beings such as Nagas, Vitalas, and Asuras reside. When I read that, I mean, I knew about Asura, and I connected it to the Anunnaki with another word for Danu is Asura. So, and that's on my Anunnaki video. You can see that in the pictures that are there. But yeah, according to legend, they wage war on the kingdom of Agartha. The Nagas are, according to the Deep Dwellers, described as a very advanced race or species with a highly developed technology. They also harbor a disdain for human beings, who they are said to abduct, torture, interbreed with, and even eat. And yeah, all that's true. Um, I have a lot to talk about. I tried to make a video about it, but I got too emotional, okay? Um, so much happened to me that I didn't realize, like, how messed up I actually was. And these beings didn't seem dangerous to me. I probably should have been afraid, but I wasn't. Um, it was a lot to deal with, okay? And I really went through it. Um, and I don't know. I don't know if all of them are like that. Like, I connected them to the jinn. And even when I was speaking to people who are Muslim, they said, no, not all the jinn are the same. And I believe that. I really do. Um, because when I described what happened to me to several people, I have a Muslim friend um, who I met on Telegram, actually, or on Facebook, and then we became friends on Telegram to talk there because we stopped using Facebook. I do not use any other social media. The only thing I have is Telegram and YouTube. But when I described all this, they knew right away. And then, but the jinn, it's not the same type of thing as, like, anyway, I clearly don't have everything figured out. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I do, because I don't. I am trying my best, and it's gotten a lot easier. I never saw that being again. But like I said, I followed that like the white rabbit, and I learned a shit ton along the way. So yeah. Alright, so this has almost been another 20 minutes, so I think that's good. I think I covered everything I wanted to. Yeah, sorry if you thought that was rude. But, like, I don't know. I guess you just have to use your intuition and feel it out like I did. Because, I mean, it has really opened my perspective and changed things for me. Like, allowed me to see things differently, you know? Then I'm not as worried about things like I was. Because, honestly, I think there's different levels of it, And so if people need to feel comfortable by thinking that extraterrestrials come from planets from somewhere else, yeah, I know the whole deception thing, but I think that's going to be dealt with in time. I think that if you try to rush it like how I was rushing before and now see how things are going well and I'm speaking well and all of that this time, yeah, because it's, you wait to the right moment to do those things. So just allow things to go as they are. I think that it's important that things just play out, and eventually it'll be enough people will figure out uh, what's really going on. But in order for people to be able to accept it within where they're at, consciously, with their information intake, like I should probably read this. I mean, I definitely looked at all the pictures. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't read it. There's a lot of information in here, that's why. I just felt it was just too much, and I'd rather watch his videos because they're much more entertaining. I mean, not that the book's not good, it's friggin' great. He did a great job. But, Yeah, I have another one too about Vril. Haven't read that one either. Yeah, I know. And he even talks about the whole thing that I recognized as like soul school and everything. I think we just all are going to interpret things differently with our different levels of understanding and all that. I think it's all right. Either way, I feel all right, and I'm not worried. I couldn't give a toss. Well, I mean, I do. I care very much, but in the way of where like whatever happens happens, and I'll be ready for it. I guess when it's ready to go, ready time. Whatever. So it is. Oh my goodness! That's why I'm so tired. It's 11:16 p.m. I still didn't finish my sandwich. I should really do that. But it was good talking with you. I'm glad we had this share. Um, I don't know. I hope this is beneficial to somebody somewhere out there. Because I know there's people that are going to go through what I did, and let me tell you, after I saw that being in my room and in that lucid dream, and oh my gosh, I can't tell you, well, it did. I think I was like this close from going insane for real, and that's not a joke. When I was talking about praying in February, like I had this dream, and oh my goodness, that dude told me that I was insane, and I believed him. I knew he was telling me the truth. Just the way that it happened and the way that it felt, I was like, oh my God, you're right. There's something wrong. And I knew there was something wrong. There was something wrong on the outside, but there was also something wrong on the inside. I knew that calling shit was wrong. And I was trying to fight so hard against it for the longest time, but I didn't understand. But anyway, that's another story. It's going to take so friggin' long. Um, and if my videos are too long, people won't even bother to watch them or watch the whole thing. And I think that in order to gain value from it, you should at least watch the whole thing. But whatever. I love you, and I hope you've enjoyed this. It was good to talk with you, like I said, and I hope that you can forgive me for just taking off. I'll try not to run away again. I'm definitely not going to do it again. I think that's it. Like, I've chosen my channel. Like, it's done deal now. Or the name, I mean. So yeah, welcome to Last Minute Lacey. I gotta go. I gotta eat a sandwich now. I'm saving the world, but I also gotta eat a sandwich. No, I'm just kidding. We're all saving the world together. Okay? And one soul at a time, right? We gotta blossom. Alright, loves. Take care. Good night. Bye.